The learning target, I can find the axis of symmetry for the graph of a quadratic function. So what do we need to know? A quadratic function is a polynomial with a degree of 2, and this is the standard form. That's what we're going to be working with today. So f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. The graph of a quadratic function is called a parabola, and some of its characteristics include things like the y-intercept, the vertex, and then what we're going to be talking about, the axis of symmetry. There are other videos available on the y-intercept and vertex if you need that information as well. So axis of symmetry is this line right here, and that's what we're going to be zoning in on today. So what do we need to know about the axis of symmetry? The axis of symmetry comes from part of the quadratic formula. The part here that's highlighted, x equals negative b over 2a, that's how we find our axis of symmetry. And it's the line of symmetry that passes through the vertex. Okay, remember the vertex is that bottom point here. It's going to be that minimum when your graph opens upward. And we use this equation to find what my equation of that vertical line is. So let's look at, if I'm given a function, so f of x equals 9x squared plus 6x plus 1, I'm going to apply what I know about my quadratic function and plug in my values for a and b. So I'm going to go ahead and define my coefficients. So a is 9, b is 6, and c is 1. I'm going to plug that in to my formula for the axis of symmetry. So my b was 6. I have 2 in the bottom already from the formula, and then my a was 9. So I'm just plugging those parts, picking them up and dropping them in to where they belong in the formula. When I simplify, I get negative 6 over 18, and that's going to simplify to negative 1 over 3. Okay, so if I were looking at multiple choice like this, we would go ahead and then select our answer of D, x equals negative 1/3. All right, we're going to do one more. Now would be a great time for you to pause, try this one on your own, and then come back and check your work. In number 2, we have the function f of x equals 3x squared minus 6x plus 2. So first step, we need to identify our coefficients. So my a value is 3, my b is negative 6, and my c is 2. And that's all coming from that standard equation of a quadratic function, excuse me. Standard equation of a quadratic function, the a, b, and the c. We're going to take my a and my b, and we're going to plug those values into my formula for my axis of symmetry. So when I do that, we had a negative already in the formula, and my b also had a negative 6. Okay, so you have to use both negatives. You can't just drop one because, oh, there's a negative there, I must not need that one. You need both negatives. Okay, so we end up with positive 6 over 6, which is going to simplify to 1. So my answer here would be choice B, x equals 1. More help on this topic, you can check out the Learning Target spreadsheet for additional resources, videos, and practice.